and in pancake.
Hello everyone, this is a basic
Yeah, that's me 8 years ago recording my first ever vlog. It was bad. It was terrible. When I was 10, I got a laptop for Christmas, and what came installed with Windows 7 at the time was a neat program called Windows Live Movie Maker. Coincidentally, I started to watch a lot of YouTube, and I wanted to make Roblox content like Firefox.
Old Roblox, back in the days when there was no Apocalypse Rising,
And vlog content like my personal favorite group channel, Settle Down Kids.
Hello everyone, I'm Joey. And I'm Ryan. And welcome to What Are the...
They were cool back then, I swear. So in late 2013, I made a Roblox movie and it was really shitty. I got in game with my friend Ryan Kimeg, and I had him just kind of stand there while I acted like I knew what I was doing. Until 2017, I would post 2 more videos. How to tie any mob in Minecraft and some
Hello everybody, I'm here in my test world.
top 5 troll traps. I don't know what I was on. Bro was not cooking. There was a pretty significant problem with the content though. I was a squeaker pretty much until late 2018. Nowadays, the American dream has... And it's not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that it can be a real deal breaker for people watching content, and a lot of the time, especially in my case, the content ends up being cringy and boring years down the line. And then in January 2017, I posted on my newest YouTube channel, the one I'm currently using, a video called Hey What's Up Guys, It's Scarce Here but with me like Big Boom instead, which would go on to be my most viewed video for about 4 years. The next upload that immediately followed one day later is a video called Unturned Sniper Montage, where I recorded myself running around my old unturned server with an overpowered sniper, pretty much just spawn camping. I thought it was so cool. What I didn't know is that this would kickstart a long cycle of me making montage-like videos in an attempt to show off my gaming prowess. The very next month I'd post a montage of Phantom Forces gameplay that starts off with me missing a shot. Talk about an embarrassing way of starting a video to try and show people how good I am. Then I made an Overwatch montage for some reason, despite it being a game I was terrible at. I think it was to spite someone at my middle school at the time. I don't know. Later in that year in the fall, I made another unturned montage. Then, despite some shitposting here and there, I pretty much hadn't made any real content. And then that thing from late 2019 all the way through 2020 happened that I can't say, otherwise YouTube isn't gonna like the video. Fall of 2020, I was bored from being in virtual school, and the only game I had been playing that year was Roblox B-Hop. I love Roblox B-Hop, even to this day, but I'm still bad at it. But no, I didn't want people to think I was good. I wanted them to know how big the difference between me and people with a real life was, because I didn't have that. And I didn't just make one B-Hop montage. I made 3. And some of these have cool video editing here and there, but I still didn't know what I was doing, and I still didn't even know how to keyframe effects, despite using Sony Vegas Pro, one of the programs where it's super easy to keyframe effects. Look, I don't, you get it, I don't know what I was thinking. The first one was me just throwing filters over some gameplay, but nothing worthwhile occurred in the video. The second was just more of the same, and the third one was actually okay, I guess. The music in the third does not transition well at all. Once again, bro was onto nothing. There's one part where I did the same footage with like a 4 picture-in-picture layout, and I remember my desktop PC at the time took like 30 minutes to render that section alone. Crazy. Then my friend Puffin caught some strays. The next montage-related content was a Phantom Forces montage I did on my day off from McDonald's at the time. Real, by the way. And now I present the most editing I've ever done on text, ever. And it's not that complicated, I've just never done it since, because it took so fucking long. Man, Sour Soul is so good, dude. Then for the next 9 months or so, I made 5 Roblox Arsenal montages, where I honed the skills from those other montages just a little bit more. In the third one, you can especially see where I tried to zoom in on each kill and whatnot. I don't know, I thought it was cool. Then I took a break from making this kind of content for a while and started getting serious about my videos on the main channel, in making high quality content in my opinion, though I haven't quite got there yet. I'm almost there though, the videos are almost good, I swear. Here's a playlist of my videos that I think are actually good. Anyway, then my good buddy Stelmp asked me to be in a Fragmovie, and so I sent something in, and I think it turned out funny enough. And that's where I am. Gameplay montages helped me to produce content for my channel that I deemed funny, or at the very least something to put out that isn't stressful or difficult to make, and something that someone would watch. If only. The other day I compiled some clips together for a second channel post, and because someone asked me to be in a Fragmovie, but I'll save you the time and play a little bit of it right now.
And in pancake.
Thanks for unpausing the video. Yeah, I really started the video with a shitty intro template I found with an EDM song I took all the fun out of by removing the bass drop and replacing it with a soundbite. And yes, that is Roblox B-Hop in glorious 720 by 480. I thought it'd be funny, man, I don't know. It wasn't just me who started on YouTube making this kind of content though. With Call of Duty gameplay being a big thing back on early YouTube, people began chopping their clips and gameplay to make a video showing off their abilities, kind of like how people in film and visual media industries make demo reels showing what kind of things they've worked on in the past and their roles. And based on how people interject humor and decide music choice in each montage, you get a glimpse into that person and their experiences and influences and what's led them to this point. For example, I chose a Playboy Cardi flip because I thought it would be funny to have over Roblox B-Hop gameplay, and also because I had my brother show me that song, and if I didn't have him show me that song, I would never have known that I would have liked it. I first started finding out about this kind of content through channels like Crazy Seed and other unturned PvP channels, as well as Paradox Pokey and generally other gameplay montage creators. This kind of content tends to contain highly edited, really in any capacity, of clips of gameplay trimmed and put together to form a fairly cohesive video held together by a song and the style of editing used on these particular clips. In my case, it really is only held together by the song and the fact it's me, but that's because my content isn't 100% montage videos, which is unlike many other channels out there. I think there are a number of reasons why montage content is a thing people make. Firstly, like I sort of already indirectly mentioned, montages and Fragmovies are a great way to show people your skill in video games, or at least your perceived skill, because thanks to the magic of video editing, you can decide what the viewer sees. If one edits it right, it can be entertaining to watch someone good at video games. It's kind of similar to why people watch esports or sports, right? Not comparing a shooter game to something that requires hand-eye coordination and real skill, but it's the same principle to why you watch it. People watch FaZe Clan because they're good at video games. People watch Paradox Pokey play Phantom Forces back in 2015 because, like I said, bro is insanely good at that game. It's crazy. If we want to get a little more crazy with it, it's almost like having a part in a talent show. Everyone has unique talents they want to put on display, and at the end of the day, we all want to be shown attention and respect for the work that we do. And something like highly edited gameplay is the best parts of our gaming sessions. And it makes us feel like the time we spent or wasted playing a game isn't wasted because we got content out of it and we can represent ourselves to the best of our abilities. I've already spoken a little about how through the magic of editing we can decide the narrative, but we really can't. The pen is mightier than the sword, like shit. People love over-editing to feel like they're making something with real artistry, and while I can definitely see the appeal and that there's a passion and love for the craft, sometimes the simplest ways of portraying something and getting an idea across are the best. This is why the most that I edit in these kind of videos is, you play a funny clip overlaid on top of the gameplay footage, a sound effect here or there, to not take too much attention from the gameplay. which is at the end of the day supposed to be entertaining. Whether or not we're actually keeping the attention spans is a whole other debate. That was the video, not your Windows, don't worry. The last main reason I can think of as to why people make this kind of content is that it's almost comforting. It's not stressful to make. Depending on who it is, it can be relaxing or what have you. Calm arsenal, aim to relax to. This kind of content reminds people of old YouTube, better days in our lives, and it's a gateway into the past through nostalgia and a gateway to the old YouTube that we remember growing up with. Back when Mr. Breast clones, lame PNG tubers, and unfunny facecam commentary creators didn't rule the landscape and infect the algorithm with their content that, at the end of the day, no one's gonna remember. No one's gonna think about it, and people won't care even a month after some of these videos are made. That Paradox Pokey montage I used for B-roll, I've only seen twice. It came out 7 years ago, and I remember it. This isn't hating, I just want better content on the site. When these PNG tuber viewer kids grow up, they're gonna be disgusted that they watch that kind of stuff, and when they look back at those videos, they'll go, wow, maybe that stuff really wasn't all that I thought it was cracked up to be. I mean, one can definitely say and make the case that people my age went through similar phases as well, but fuck man, at least some of those videos had effort put into them. Or just people reading off comments.
Please don't actually do this, because 1, I hate green beans, and 2, it would be really weird if you actually knew where I live.
Why does he sound like Walter Jr.? This kind of content seems to be forever trapped in its own niche. People who are good and have editors or have their brand centered around being good at games and gameplay montages, I think will do fine, or at the very least maintain what they have, but it's a difficult market to succeed in, especially nowadays if you aren't a pro player or have top tier editing. There's not really a reason to watch. I mean, there's a reason that in 2016 creators who were doing MLG and montage parody videos like Jay Schlatt, Pyrocynical, and the Fuckers moved away from that because it wasn't sustainable anymore and the trend of that content was on the decline. It's even more difficult to succeed because the kind of content that stays in the algorithm are vlogs from already established and famous people, Minecraft videos, Mr. Beast clones, and none of this has room for gameplay moments like this. And this is a really bad comparison and shitty analogy, but it's like if these are all plush fabric blankets. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but at the end of the day, you're autistic, so it's back to the weighted blanket for you. Overall, I think it's fun to make Fragmovies here and there, but it's nowhere near my main content anymore because I found out that the views from those were me and the same people and not new people at all. And I wasn't good enough at the game or editing that kind of stuff together for new people to want to subscribe and follow my content for that. I think it's good to acknowledge where I come from in the landscape of YouTube as a whole, which is why I keep all those videos public on my channel. As well, I have a channel section for my inspirations for people to see that and know where my kind of content comes from and who influenced that. Because I want people to know that I didn't just appear out of thin air. You know, I'm not the best content creator ever, right? I've been working at this for almost a decade, but I can't sustain montage videos and content like that if I want to grow and get more views while building a fan base. That's all I got. Thanks for sticking around. If you like the video, consider liking the video, and if you feel so inclined, maybe hit that subscribe button? No pressure. Stay based. See ya.
Cringe.
I spawned in and died. This is the Phantom Forces experience right here. This is the Phantom Forces I remember.
I bet you don't even whip in there.